My name is Nalleli Cobo. I'm here at CDLS working as a fellow this summer, and I will be starting Whittier College this fall. I've been an activist for the past 9 years, so half of my life. I grew up next to an oil well, exactly 30 feet across the street from an oil well to be exact. And that oil well is named Allenco Energy, and they operate on land that's leased to them by the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. I have always gone to Catholic school, 1st through 12th grade, and they have always told us, love God's creation, love your neighbor, this and that, and they're doing the complete opposite. And we started a grassroots campaign in our community called People, Not Posos, which translates to People, Not Wells. And that grassroots campaign is based in South Los Angeles, primarily fighting against Allenco Energy. I'm very proud to say Allenco Energy has been temporarily shut down for 5.5 years now, going on 6 this November, because of my community's efforts, because we said enough is enough and we have the right to breathe clean air. We are a low-income household, single mother household. My father was deported when I was 2. For the best though, we're okay. And despite all of that, we're hardworking, loving people. Like, I still grew up in a very loving and nurturing home, and despite these barriers that we've had to face, like fighting the immigration system, my mom learning a second language, coming here as an immigrant, a single mom, a domestic violence survivor, a cancer survivor. We weren't the only family going through that in our community. We're immigrants, we're Black and brown people, we're Spanish-speaking people, undocumented people, hardworking people, family-oriented people. And despite all of these barriers and people saying, you know what, I'm undocumented, I don't really speak English, I don't know what can happen to me, I'm still gonna put my life on the front lines and fight for what I believe is right. And that's incredible strength that I admire in my community. They knew I could be a leader, and I grew up this incredibly shy girl. I'm talking family parties, I wouldn't leave my mom's side type of shy. And they said, Nalleli, you can do it. Nalleli, if you need something, I'm here. And that's something that you don't really find here. So I met Aradna about 2 years ago. I spoke here at UCLA on a panel. And ever since then, I've been in communication with her, checking up on her. She's been checking up on me and saying, how can I help? And that's something I really admire, because after sharing my story with hundreds and hundreds of people, Aradna's really the only one that came back to me after and said, yeah, what do you need? I'm really into social sciences and science. So I was like, I want to do this. I want to go to law school and I want to run for president in 2040. She was just so open to hear my ideas about what I could do and what I could offer, and said, we can work with that. She didn't say, oh, you know what? You need to have a degree in geochem to work in a lab, or you need to have a biochem major. She was like, you're fresh out of high school, you can do this. I hope people put in the effort to end climate change or put a stop to it. I hope people realize the importance in it and the urgency of it. I hope people realize that families belong together and we're all human beings at the end of the day, and our socioeconomic status or skin color or immigration status doesn't change that whatsoever. So I have always dreamed of becoming president. I remember being in kinder, and I didn't want to bring it up because everybody said doctor or something. I couldn't be president, you know? But my mom bought me, I was talking to her about this yesterday actually. She bought me this little Sesame Street book, and it was the first female president and little characters with pearl necklaces, and I was like, I want that to be me. And just like that, I don't have anybody in the political system as president to say, I want to do that too. I'd be so much happier if somebody does it before me, because I don't want to have to wait until 2040. But being in office is something I've always dreamed about, because I want to be of the community, for the community. I want my people to have somebody representing them and say, you know what, I know what you're going through. I've had my dad deported. I know how hard it is to learn a second language. I'm here for you. And we don't really have anybody doing that for us in office, unfortunately, but I want to be that voice for my people.